Yeah. So I have that going.
Awesome.
Right.
All right. Are you comfortable with uploading it as a YouTube, whatever, as a YouTube video?
I've
Are you?
never done it. I've never done it before, so I'll just need to spend some time figuring that out, but I'm sure I can figure it out.
Yeah, if you follow the instructions that he gave at like the beginning, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
If you just like if you already have a YouTube page, it's or like an account, it should be pretty easy to just upload it and then send him the link. Um, but yeah. Um, yeah, send him the link like when you're submitting the assignment.
Yeah. I,
Sweet. All right. Let me go ahead and post the um code for Kashan in case he shows
Joanne's
up.
doing it. Yeah.
All right. Hopefully he can pop in as soon as he can. All right, so let's get started unless you have anything else.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, cool. Have you already looked at this?
I'm looking at it right now. I skimmed over it earlier.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the task is kind of just to reorganize it, right,
Yeah.
into what would make good sense for an outline. So for this first one, I don't know what anything that pops out to you for like the introduction.
For the introduction, I feel like just the history of it. I want to
So
begin with the history. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Then slowly probably go into the major town it borders, so people know where it's at.
hmm and then like the Oregon Trail,
Yep.
then NA or NA tribes connections to the river or to yeah. Um, yeah,
Gotcha.
connection.
Yeah.
And then early railroad lines.
The species birds, if you want to go after where it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So just things like that.
And then rebut Loop River's most important claim at probably toward the end. And then
Yeah. Yeah.
or maybe closer to like compare the size and lengths of various stream flows in Nebraska streams.
Yeah.
Anything iconic representation in art that can kind of go anywhere. uh,
Limitations of art. I feel like that's like one we're probably just like leave it out of it.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
If you need filler, you can put
Yeah.
that in there.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Like just extra wording if you needed it. It's not really important. So
All right, I'm good with that. Anything else? Any other bits?
uh,
I think that's good. Moving on to two, The Last Crusade, as the best Indiana Jones film. You might actually not be wrong.
yeah.
Let's see. Cheek acting characters. Noun. Reference, opinion polls, rebuttal. There's a lot of rebutting in this one. Someone's
Yeah.
really trying to defend a claim.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we could either begin with like discussing the office numbers or the home viewing numbers, or you could do reviewing the where is it? I'm sorry. Reviewing opinion polls and reference polls. Either one of those you can read them into if this
Yep.
was this popular.
I think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then from there you could launch into iconic scenes and critical scholarship after that. And then start going into
Visual effects, if we're going through the iconic scenes, how they done that, how they did them with the iconic scenes and stuff.
yeah. And then go into rebutting all the other claims for the other films, and then kind of ending with critiquing the visuals and character building, character acting, or characters and acting, sorry.
Yeah.
Dial of Destiny. I don't think I've seen that one.
I don't think I have either.
I think it might be actually best to end on
Why it's the best, or yeah, because I think it may be better to like begin with results, or
yeah. No,
and then
I think
end with why it's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
And then 3, Husker football. I propose that Nebraska, Peyton Manning to be the new head football coach. Okay. I don't do sports, so let's go. Let's see. These are 50 sound. Like inning experience. Player. I think the actual, like the intro would actually be good. The hire will instantly catapult Nebraska to the top of national sports talk. I think that's actually a pretty good lead in.
Yes, I think that's a really good lead in, because that would catch one's attention and all of that. So yeah, that's a great spot to begin.
Yeah. And
I
then, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. You're gonna say something.
I was gonna say, and then it could still follow a legendary quarterback will attract the best recruits.
Yep, I was gonna say that too.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah.
And then use other big name examples for attracting recruits. It's good. Next one, like in Manning's experience, defense to coaching experience. And then talk about transfer rooms. And then talk about the new/old qualifications to transfer, to why it's more difficult for Nebraska to recruit in the modern era, maybe.
I think right before that, we can have every rebuttal of the objections.
Okay.
And that, yeah.
Awesome. Cool. And then as another thesis statement, Manning can bring in other successful former players as assistant coaches.
Yep.
How to go about convincing Manning to take the position. That's just another issue altogether. So I think that might be closer to the end.
Yeah. Yes.
Compares. And then next we could do detail how Manning will attract defensive recruits, then compare win-loss record. Am I missing anything? I probably am.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think we need to use all of them. That's
sure.
That's one of the things he said at the beginning. Like, I really think for this one, it's all about beginning with why we need to bring him in, his good things, then going slightly touching on the fact that he can bring in other people and kind of just ending it there.
Yeah.
Just leaving it as positive.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Good point. To, we can leave stuff out if we don't need it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Cool. I think that's good.
Yep.
All
I
right.
would say that's not bad.
Was that?
I would say that's not bad. That's what I said.
All right, cool. And then number 4, how might you structure an argument about which Marvel cinematic universe film is the best? All right, I'm a little better at this one, I guess.
Yeah.
I would go for so the introduction would definitely have to do with something, with our generation, or generations, right?
Yeah.
Comic books have been kind of a big thing, whether in, you know, book form or movie form. The genre has been around for a long time, and so I would go into an introduction on like how this has affected people's childhoods, um, and then making connections onto things that made the print form or the early forms of the movies good, what people liked about those, and talk about how that transferred over to how many people actually went to see the movie, how many people actually cared, that sort of thing. Um, Anything else that you would put in after that?
Um, what you said is good. I don't know if this question is asking for a specific film that's saying is the best, or if it's just talking about how the franchise of Marvel was the best.
Well, so it says about which, so it's talking about which specific one, whatever one we might choose.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like universe film, when I think of
Okay.
a Marvel film, I think of like Iron Man.
Hmm.
If you had to structure an argument on how that one would be the best, I think it would just begin with like a iconic Iron Man scene that we would all know,
Hmm.
which I feel like at that case, do you have anyone in mind? There's so many. I'm not sure for that one.
um, I honestly think the first one
The first one was really good, yeah.
was
Trying
really
to
good.
think. I think just him landing and coming out of his suit is something we all know super well for Iron Man doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and it kind of was now that you bring it up, Iron Man really was like, because they had other, Marvel movies before that. They had a bunch of those, and I think that's probably the most iconic one,
Yep.
Iron Man,
And because
because of the fact that it really set off the rest of them, and it was kind of like the one that all the others retconned to
yeah.
after that.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, I think that bringing uh, so like you said, talk about all the iconic moments, helping with that, um, and then talk about this is the film that all the other ones kind of fell in afterwards to mimic. I don't know if Thor
Yeah.
came out before that or after that.
Say that again.
I don't
Sure.
know if I don't know if Thor came out before that or after that.
I'm not sure. So what I would say you would do after like bringing up a scene is like bringing up how Iron Man is, as you said, one of the most iconic ones that were everyone would think about him. Then probably going to the fact of comparing like Thor or Spider-Man to it and seeing where it landed in
Yeah.
popularity and views.
Hmm. Yeah.
Past that, I'm not 100% sure.
And then we could also talk about acting, like
Yeah.
somewhere in the body of it. I would say, Robert Downey Jr. was an excellent choice for Iron Man.
Yep.
Um, Went on to affect I would say like 70% of the reason I watched any of those movies was for Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. He was amazing at acting that. He was amazing.
um, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good, overall flow of it, going from, you know, the just it as a cultural touchstone, then um, its effect on the rest of the franchise, the acting, and then also just There was one other thing I think we threw in there. I can't remember.
Are you talking about the number of views? Is that-
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And then comparing that, like you said, to other
Other-
films in the franchise.
Yep.
And then number 5, how might you structure an argument about whether colleges should increase or decrease investment in online education?
That one, I would say like use like begin with numbers or something about how the small amount of people will go into online education
Mm-hmm.
or the amount of people who fell at it or dropped the class during online.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So you bring
So,
up like
Mhm.
numbers or percentage.
Yeah. So the overall success rate for students that, take an online course, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I would also, just for like an introduction, put in something about, um, how the world of education has changed, how the world of communication has changed, and people being able to do things from long distances, and then educational outcomes as well, right? So we talk about like success, who passes the course, but then how does that also translate into, real skill and ability? How do employers feel about people who've gotten an online education versus people who are in person? Are those numbers, do they care more or less or about the same?
Yeah.
Um, I think that's good as well. I personally would say, it is a good investment because then also bring in the fact that, um, as an entity that still needs to earn money, you know, talk about, online education as a means to deliver education while still kind of diminishing the amount of costs that, universities might have to deal with as far as like, um, housing people on campus, right, or
Yeah.
in dormitories, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
They can still fill those numbers potentially. They might still need more teachers, and it's a little bit more work a lot more work for the teachers that they already have to build these courses, grade papers, all that kind of stuff. But that's for the unions
Decide.
to
Yeah.
decide,
Yep.
or
Yeah.
whatever UNO does. Um, so that's kind of how I would structure it. Anything else that you would add?
No, what you said is basically the best way you could structure it in my mind. So yeah, bringing up the how things have changed is probably one of the best introductions you could do. Lead into, hey, this is now something you could do with how many people are away. You now don't have to be in person.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then leading to how like help
Mhm.
attend college,
Yeah.
attend at least online. So just things like that.
Well, it kind of and just yeah, I think that works fine. I'm not going to add any more to it because we don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. Uh, I think that's it for this one. Um, real quick for the Unit 8 Zoom meeting. Is there any days so far this week that or is it like Thursday, Friday again?
I haven't looked at it yet. Give me 2 seconds to look at it.
Oh yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah.
You're good.
I didn't even know we had a Unit 8 one. I thought the next
Yeah,
one would be Unit 9.
we have three. We have three more.
Yeah.
So we have one every unit until the end now, I think.
Okay. 8. So we have till the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
What days will work for you? Because for me, The best days that would work for me are like later this week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's shoot for Friday. We'll get Kashan. I will get him to nail down a time. I really hope that we could have got him tonight, and my bad for not following up with last week. And um,
That's on all of us there. We just all weren't paying attention to it till the last minute.
yeah. Um, but yeah, if I will get with him directly and say, hey, this is when we're thinking of doing it. Can you commit to a time? And I'm okay with, doing what we have been doing and just doing it later and getting it done that way. As long as it's before the deadline, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, man. Let me know if you need anything. So you were saying Friday, Saturday, Sunday? It's probably best
Yeah.
for you. All right. Let's go ahead with right now, we'll go with
Friday.
start off with Friday at like 10 or 9.
PM?
Yeah. If that works for you.
Yeah, that works.
All right, cool. In that case, I'll get with Fraser and see where we get.
Yep. Okay. Man.
Yeah, if you could, as soon as you can, get this uploaded to YouTube and then send that off to Mr. Frazee. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
All right, I appreciate it, man.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.